Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Lucky. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 71 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Carson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Langford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Mariota able to find Turner. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over. Now, getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A 1st down carry here for Charles. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Carlton Davis. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A toss play. Here comes Charles. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's complete to Turner. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Charles. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go with Charles. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And thankfully, the offense able to recover, but the extra point attempt foiled. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Carson. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think will help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Coming right, this is Charles. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They got 29 yards that time. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mariota getting this into the hands of Turner. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side, Charles. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Charles. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. On 1st down, Langford looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Langford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCarthy. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 16-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point safely through, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a give, right side. Charles. 22 yards there, a first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Charles. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, it's Charles, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 12, Mariota. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They run it. It's Charles. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, it's Carson. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking long for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, let's go!
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Right here, right here. Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right.
They begin the drive with Charles. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run. Charles. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a give, right side. Charles. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. Here's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Turner. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Charles, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Charles. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, it's Charles, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mark 47. Get that quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
On 1st and 10, Langford nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Langford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Charles. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the run, it's Charles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Charles. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, here's Charles. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Open space inside the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Where are they, team?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Another shot here for Charles. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Langford is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looking to throw. Langford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Langford, that's complete into the hands of Carson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Langford. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. On first down, it's Charles. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
You can't block me. You can't block me. One. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Turner. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Charles. The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Hey, I need one over here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Charles, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Get him.
They'll run on first down. It's Charles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Charles, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Throwing on third and long. Langford. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Charles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On first down, it's Charles again. 34 yards there at a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Let's go. Calm the crowd. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Slam.
Now a give, right side. Charles. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
Motion. Motion. 56 to Mike. 56 is Mike.
Now a give, right side. It's Charles, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz good on the extra point. A final score now from Chicago. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. A win would be their first of the young season. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Now it's out. Langford loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football.
We go. Can't you stop? Mike, 40 shots. Go.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and he's going to go down again. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long, and it's good to have football.